Time to talk all things technology. Brian Marshall of VNet is joining us now, talking today about the latest update for all the iPhones, right? The iOS 18 is the latest one.
So, I want to talk about just updating your device in general. This is stemmed from the new iOS 18 that just came out. People are a little disappointed right now because the AI part is missing. It's coming, right? It's not quite out. But it brings up the why do we update our phones, right? These, what do you say, the most ubiquitous device that everyone has. Everyone's got their phone. Our phones are in our pocket. Our phones are near us. And it's the closest to all of our personal data, right? So, I'm always here to scare people. So we want to talk about this update, not specifically about iOS 18, although it's neat, is that there's a security component that goes along with all these updates. So I want to be very clear to all the viewers that it's super important when these updates come out, whether you made the jump to iOS 18 or you went to the 17.62 or whatever the latest security update was. Those updates are out there. Yes, they add features. They're cool new things that happen, but it also will make you more secure. So it's really important that we stay up to date with our updates.
Yeah.
If we say, oh, I don't want to do that because I like the way my phone works right now, you could be very vulnerable.
Or sometimes you only hear some of the glitches that are happening with the new updates, and so you think, I don't want to do it. But like you say, you make a really good point. They have new security upgrades because that's always changing, and your needs are always changing for security.
Yeah, my rule of thumb is if it pops up on the screen and gives you the exclamation point saying it's time to update now,
do it.
Enough people have done it, let's do it. If you're saying, I've heard this thing is out, and you have to keep refreshing, and it's like you can do it if you want to, maybe you want to wait until they say you have to do it. But when they say you have to do it, you got to do it.
And along with that is upgrading passwords. We talk about this all the time, too.
Making sure that all your passwords, this is a great time. It's like changing the batteries in your smoke detector, right? There's a new update out. It's time to make sure, am I being secure? With the new iOS update, too, it asks you a bunch of questions. Do you want to give this app access to that? Do you want to have access to that? We're often busy, and we just say yes, 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 whatever, whatever.
Right.
Take a second and see what it's asking. Does this app need access to all my photos? Do you have photos that you want other people to see? Do you have photos on your phone that you don't necessarily want to share with that app? You can say no. The app will still work, and it doesn't have access to your photos.
Okay, good. I just never know what to do when it's asking me all these questions. Sometimes it's mind-boggling because you just don't know, well, what am I giving it permission for?
Right. Well, so read what it says, and when in doubt, say no. You can always say yes later.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Go back to it and say yes later. What are some of the cool features of this new update?
So they've done a lot with sort of the home screen. They've done some neat things with how your passwords are stored. There's a new password manager, right? And it speaks just exactly like it sounds. They actually can, as we talked about, hey, how do I manage my passwords? There used to just be the keychain. There's a new password manager that's involved. So, if you look, and I'm not here to sell Apple devices. Matter of fact, VNet doesn't even sell Apple devices.
Right.
But if you have your Apple devices, those passwords can be shared amongst them. So your iPad has the same passwords as your iPhone. Could be good, could be great. Also make sure they're secure.
Yeah. Always secure and change them. And just real quick, we're running out of time, but I love what you do for passwords. You put 3 weird words together.
Passphrases. Remember, we don't use passwords. We'll use that Purple Monkey dishwasher, right?
Yeah.
We do things like that. Use different words so that you make sure that your passwords are safe.
The whole phrase. I love it. Brian, thanks for the update. We do appreciate it and keeping us safe and secure on all of our technological devices because sometimes it can be a lot.
Thanks for having me.
When we come back,